On behalf of the treasurer, just wanted to thank the budget secretary and the other members that providing Treasurer Garrity an opportunity to chair this. She has impressed upon the department the importance of this committee, its importance to SERS and its beneficiaries. So we all really appreciate the vote of confidence and the opportunity. Having said that, Karen, can you do a quick roll call for the committee?
Certainly. Mr. Becker?
Present.
And we have designee Craig.
Here.
I don't believe, is Representative Schemmel on the call? I don't believe so. But we have designee Vecchio, I believe. How about Ms. Boyle?
Jill Vecchio for Representative Schemmel.
Thanks, Jill. Ms. Soderberg?
Here.
And Secretary Thal?
Here.
All right, everyone is present. We have a quorum.
Thank you. First order of business is the review and approval of the December 7th, 2021 and January 14th, 2022 committee meeting minutes that have been provided to the members. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
I'll second it.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
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 Nays? Hearing none, the motion will be adopted and the minutes will be approved. In the order of things that Karen has nicely laid out for me, we have discussed old business, and I'm not aware of any old business pending before the committee.
Correct.
Seeing none, then we move on to special presentations, which sound very exciting and special, but also listed there is no other agenda item. Assuming I'm correct, we now move on to the real rigmarole of the committee, and that's new business. And the first item of new business is a review of the Audit, Risk, and Compliance Committee's work plan for the next several months. At this point, because it involves details and some degree of competency, I'm going to turn it over to Karen to go forward from here.
Thank you. The work plan that is filed under tab 6A is similar to previous years. The only items I will point out are the last two in the plan. One is for a procurement RFP for an independent actuary to review Korn Ferry's methods, procedures, and assumptions. We don't have a time frame for this review as of yet. And the second is for an independent accounting firm to perform a readiness assessment and SOC audit in calendars 2023 and 24. We'll discuss that effort in the IA update later in the meeting. Any questions on the work plan?
Are there any discussions? I mean, I would tell you that Karen has been very diligent about this. We are going to notice over the next several months as well as years as more and more pension plans and fiduciaries and even state agencies start moving and evolving to a review, an independent review, a system of controls to check the operations of the system. This will culminate in a SOC 1 Type 2 audit, which will be a multi-year effort. Karen has pointed out that the first process is the review process and risk assessment, but you're going to see lots of different changes related to independent review and checking and verification. And some of this is driven by experiences in other pension boards as well as other agencies in the Commonwealth. So it's kind of new territory for everybody, but it is a very important emerging best practice. So are there any other questions or maybe comments about this work plan?
Looks good.
Okay, if there are none, is there I think it would be appropriate to have a motion to approve.
So moved.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
and all those in favor say aye.
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 Nays? Hearing none, the work plan, Karen, has been approved by the committee.
Thank you.
Joe Marcucci suddenly has come on with a furrowed brow. Joe, are we missing something or?
No, I'm just getting ready to announce the executive session that's next.
So now that Joe's managed to take the wind out of the big surprise announcement, we now would entertain a motion to go into executive session. Joe, do you want to read the disclaimer as to the purpose of said executive session?
Yes, the Sunshine Act allows non-public sessions to receive the results of audits, due diligence, compliance sorts of investigations. Those are things that are appropriately confidential. It also allows for an executive session to discuss the performance of any current employee, which is the fifth item on the executive session agenda, even though that may just be an informational item in case there is any discussion on it. That is also appropriate for executive session. So all five of the items listed on the executive session schedule, the Chief Compliance Officer update, the Chief Information Security Officer update, the Internal Audit Office update, and the due diligence performed by the Internal Audit Office are all appropriate for executive session. And I don't believe over here, Mr. Craig, we do a motion to go into executive session. We're a little different from PSERS, which does do a motion.
Okay,
Before you go into executive session, let us make some changes here in the boardroom and take you off the live stream. And we will come back on and inform you when those changes have taken place.
well, just to keep peace in the kingdom, are there any objections of the members for us to go into executive session? Hearing none, let's pull the plug and go forward. Thank you.
Don't see any comments. So if not, our next committee meeting is slated for June 3rd, and I'll entertain a motion to dismiss.
So moved.
Thank you, Mary. Moved by Mary Soderberg. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Becker. All in favor of that, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Hey, if not, then the meeting is adjourned and everybody have a great weekend.